exercises to practice intuition. We're almost done. Mind, heart, meditation quiets the noise in your mind and sharpens your inner awareness. Mindfulness keeps you present so you can better quick up subtle intuitive signals. Even a few minutes a day can increase your ability to notice those gut feelings clearly. Intuition is the body's deep intelligence, arising from communication between the heart, mind, and gut. The mind recognizes subtle patterns through subconscious processing, while the heart senses energetic and emotional truths through its powerful electromagnetic field. The gut, often called the second brain, sends instinctive about safety and alignment via the vagus nerve. When these three centers are balanced, we experience clear inner knowing. The harmony of science and soul work together. The vagus nerve starts at the top of the head. It goes down to the bottom of the spine, which is your tailbone, but it wraps and weaves around the heart. Isn't that crazy? It goes down in the ear area. That's why if we pull on our ears, this can help stimulate the vagal nerve. And we often have one ear that is more sensitive and gets more sort of sensation than the other one. For me, it's this one, which means that part of the vagal nerve is very, very strong. We also want to take a look at breathing techniques. I'm going to show you one here now. And that is in, out, in. You can look this one up too. People don't recognize that we only breathe out of one side of our nostril at a time. Yeah. And we're not breathe out of both nostrils at the same time. And obviously, well, not obviously, but my left is ruling my right nostril, and my right side of the brain is ruling my left nostril. When you're predominantly breathing out of the right nostril, you are left brain, which normally means that you're in a creative mode and you're at peace and you're calm. And when you're breathing out of this side of your nose, it's the right brain. And that means you're in an analytical state or an overthinking state or a processing state, which we have to be in both states at one time or another. But if you find yourself over-processing, overthinking, over-navigating, over-pulving, plug your left nostril and start breathing out of the right side of your right nostril so that you're activating the left brain, okay? So you're telling your left brain, let's calm down. You can even test it. You can wet your finger, or I'm now breathing out of my right nostril, which means I'm really fully enjoying and engaged in this exercise that I'm doing for you guys. Try imagining future scenarios to practice predicting out. Visualizing different choices and their results help strengthen your intuitive decision-making. It's a fun way to engage your mind and trust the images or feelings that arise during the creative exercise. So if you are not sure if you should quit a job, imagine yourself quitting the job. Imagine yourself writing that letter to the boss, looking for jobs, finding a job, interviewing for a job, getting the job that you want. Imagine yourself selling the house and getting the house of your dreams. Imagine yourself telling your friend something, right? Come up with these scenarios. Visualizing exercises work because the brain doesn't clearly distinguish between the imagined and the real experiences. When you vividly, that's why the thought process is so important, right? When you vividly picture a goal or scenario, the same neural pathways activate as if you are actually performing the action. And they've actually done tests on this. I watched a study years ago. They took 3 groups and they were doing weight management with exercise. One group exercised for an hour every day on a treadmill or a bicycle. The second group imagined exercising and working every day on a treadmill for 1 hour. The third group did nothing. So that's a triple blind study. At the end of the results, they all ate the way they always ate. They changed nothing, right? And they did their muscle mass and whatnot. At the end of it, they did all kinds of very to get the results accurately. The group that thought about exercising gained more muscle mass and the BMI and weight loss 30%, and the heart rate improvements as the ones that actually did it every day 30%, were the ones that did nothing, got nothing. There was no change. Nothing happened with them at all. And they even monitored them while they were thinking about exercising. And in that thinking, 30%, their blood pressure raised, their their heart rate elevated by 30%. Like, that's how powerful thought is. A process the neural pathways activate. The mental rehearsal strengthens these pathways, improving focus, confidence, performing. A process called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. Visualization also triggers the reticular activating system, RAS, which helps you know opportunities with your intuition. Help you notice. It helps you notice opportunities aligned with your intentions. So you have an intention, you visualized it, and now your brain, your heart center, your gut will start to recognize opportunities that you wouldn't have recognized before, turning thought into action through measurable brain and body changes. It's so cool. Okay, games letting what's thinking or picking cards based on feeling can strengthen your intuition muscles. These playful exercises encourage you to turn into instinct and enjoy developing your intuition and your inner guide in a relaxed way. These are apps designed to help you develop your intuition. Here are a few. You can write these down, it's good ones, or you can take a screenshot. Intuition, an iOS app. I use one called Random Number Generator. It's free. Intuition Builder, an iOS app as well. It's a 7-day intuition challenge, a 5-week intuitive masterclass. You can also get my manifesting book, The Only Way to Manifest. It's on Amazon now. You can get hardcover, softcover, and Kindle. Let me know if you have any issues with it. I'll help you along with that. It's a workbook, which is cool. You don't just a book, it's a workbook. It's like a class in a book, a course in a book. Intuition Process is an Android app aimed by building intuitive abilities through practice sessions and intuitive games. You can also use cards. Start off with 6 cards, 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 8s, let's say. And you mix them up, put them there, flip them. Flip 2. They don't match. Flip 2 more. Oh, one matches the one you just flipped. See if you can remember where you flipped that. And then once you nail that, go to 8, go to 10, go to 14, and you can do this with a friend. It's fun. Everyday intuition habits. Your body knows, it often knows before your mind does. Pay attention to the signs like a tight stomach when something feels off or a warm feeling when the things are right. These are important messages from the intuition, such as tightness, butterflies, or sudden urges in the stomach. The gut often reacts first to situations or people, signaling safety or danger. Example, you might use someone and immediately feel off. That's your gut signaling a red flag. Heart sensations. Notice pressure, warmth, fluttering, feeling in the chest. Excitement, love, or alignment with your purpose often shows up as a heart openness and expansion. Controversially, a heavy feeling of tightness can indicate misalignment or caution. Everything is frequency, guys. Everything has a Hertz frequency measurement. We have frequencies. Just like if you take 2 magnets, you try to force them together when they're in the opposite way. You can't force them together for the life of you. They will repel each other. But when you reverse it, or you get the 2 magnets that don't repel each other, their frequency is in alignment, which is an energy field. You hardly not, they can put them this far apart. They just with each other. We have that too with people and situations and circumstances. And that doesn't mean that that opposite part of the magnet is wrong or defective or should be thrown away. There's some need to be fixed. It just means it needs to be aligned with the right magnet in order for it to magnetize towards each other. And we're the same way. Trying to force yourself into a situation that isn't supposed to be for you is going to result in suffering. For instance, we're in my manifesting group. We talked about my husband and I putting an offer on a house. We really wanted the house. It was a beautiful house. It was the best house. It was awesome. It was everything that we wanted. As soon as we put an offer on, I started getting scared and nervous. And I said, I want my intuition. And I said, I want this house for the higher good of all. And you don't know what all that is. And you don't need to know what all that is. So what you want to do is what happened was we did runners up for the house. They didn't even want us to put in an offer as high as the person who had a much higher offer, which I found out later was 40,000 than what we offered. They were happy if we would have put 20,000 more, which would only have tweaked our mortgage a little bit. But that's not what we wanted to do. So I put it up to the universe prior to that. If we're not meant to have this house for the higher good of all, our offer will not be taken. We got challenged to force that universe, to ignore the universe's my higher self and offer 20,000 more, offer $30,000 more, convince myself that an extra $50 a month on my mortgage wasn't going to make a difference. And I could have totally ignored it, and I didn't get the house. So that's fine. What if we went in the house and it was a money pit? What if somebody else is meant to have that house, not us, for their higher good? What if there's another one down the line or none at all that's best for us? And this is what I mean by do not set your limit and take it from there. Observing patterns that are around you. Look for repeating events or behaviors in daily life. Notice patterns can clue you in an underlying truth your intuition is picking up. It's like connecting dots that aren't obvious at first glance, but tell a bigger story. Reflecting on decisions and outcomes. Take time after decisions to think about how your intuition is guiding you. Whether the outcome was good or bad, reflections help you learn when to trust your gut next time. It's a key step to sharpening your intuitive skills. So if you decide to do something that you thought you shouldn't do, and it turned out that you shouldn't have done it because you did it, then you learned that your intuition was right. It's a good thing. Conclusion. Developing intuition is about tuning into your natural inner wisdom that allow with you. See, my wanted to stop there. It's always with you. By practicing simple tips and exercises regularly, you can sharpen this skill and make better decisions in everyday life. Trust your feelings, observe carefully, and enjoy the journey to more intuitive you. I hope you enjoyed the class. Feel free to join I'm not going to say what group it is. I'll put it down. And when the group location changes, I will always update it under this courses in Substack for you. It's also in YouTube. I'm going to break this up to make it more bite-sized and listen to it again and again for a reminder. Watch it again and again. Share it with your friends. Work together with your partner on this. Namaste.